Set, hut. Now the wolf. Screen. Pass. Check, 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 check. Let's go. Come on.
And to give this time to the tailback. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo.
On second down, here's Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Briggs. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Burrows. And this is Cook with a grab. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, Burrows. Aguilar has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Bravo!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrows. That'll be complete to Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Burrows. And he's able to find Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Look at me. Zipper. Get.
They'll run with Cook. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Mark 55.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
70, Indy.
Off the play fake. Burrows. And this one complete to Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw. Burrows. It's complete to Diggs. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You. Go. Hey, watch that. Check right, 54. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 4. Now. Blow. Mike spot 4.
On the ground, it's Cook. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Burrows. The throw taken in by Cole. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. The catch made by Miller. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's coming, he's 61. Match box, light, 2.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw on second down. Burrows. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 7, Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And
using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is caught, but the back that judge right there to say incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. Fourth down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions just...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Burrows completes it to Aguilar. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Do it.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. This is Miller, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Scott Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off play action. Burrows. It's caught by Aguilar. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
54, right there, right there. Go! Yeah, let's get set lunch.
On 1st down, Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrows. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Switch gears. Showing it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Buddy up. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pick your game
third and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Let's get it.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Burrows setting up the screen for Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Burrows, and Diggs has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They run, Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's complete left side to Aguilar. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Go.
Right there. 54, right there.
Looking to throw. Burrows. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here we go with Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Haskins to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch it.
Throwing now is Haskins. a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
To throw again on second down, Haskins. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Haskins to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Second and 7 at the 25-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Haskins. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This no-gimme in the snow. And his kick here is good. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Chicago, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.